Step into the unknown with the shadow frequency and your host, Matt Wilson, as he takes you where the shadows hum.
Hey there, listeners of The Unknown. This is Juniper, your producer for the Shadow Frequency. Tonight, we're diving into a chilling tale that's haunted the edges of the sea for over a century. Picture this, a remote lighthouse perched on a jagged rock in the stormy Atlantic. Its keepers vanished without a trace, leaving behind a mystery that defies explanation. Join your host, Matt Wilson, as he unravels the eerie enigma of the Flannan Isles Lighthouse. Buckle up, because this one's going to send shivers down your spine. Over to Matt in 3, 2, 1...
Good evening, Shadow Seekers, and welcome to the Shadow Frequency. I'm your host, Matt Wilson, and tonight we're stepping into the fog of one of history's most unsettling mysteries. Imagine a lighthouse standing alone on a desolate island, battered by the relentless waves of the North Atlantic. It's December 1900, and three men, James Ducott, Thomas Marshall, and Donald MacArthur, are stationed at the Flannan Isles Lighthouse, a beacon meant to guide ships through treacherous waters. But something went wrong. On December 26, a supply ship, the Hesperus, approached the island. The crew expected the usual signal, a flag raised away from the keepers. Instead, they were met with silence. No light pierced the darkness. No sign of life. When they landed, they found the lighthouse cold and abandoned. The lamps were trimmed and ready to be lit, but unburned. The clock on the wall had stopped. And in the kitchen, a meal sat untouched, half-eaten, bread, a chair, tipped over like someone left in a hurry. The logbook? It told a cryptic story, entries about a storm so fierce it shook the island, though nearby weather reports mentioned no such tempest. The final entry, dated December 15th, simply read, "Storm ended, sea calm, God is over all." What happened to these men? The island was searched top to bottom. Nothing. No bodies, no clues, just the endless moan of the wind. Some say they were swept away by a rogue wave, but the weather was clear that day. Others whisper of something darker, a force that crept from the shadows of the sea, something that didn't just take their bodies, but erased their very existence. As we dig deeper, you'll feel the chill of the unknown wrapping around you. Stay tuned, because this mystery only gets stranger. Juniper, back to you for a quick break.
Wow, Matt's really setting the mood tonight, isn't he? The Flannan Isles mystery has me on edge already. Did those keepers vanish into thin air, or did something pull them into the abyss? What do you think, listeners? We've got more creepy details coming up, so don't go anywhere. If you're loving the Shadow Frequency, please like and subscribe on TikTok and Facebook, as well as you can visit us on your favorite podcast directory. And visit our Patreon at patreon.com/Shadow Frequency. We're just getting that up and running. And if you'd like to advertise with us or suggest an episode, you can hit us up through Patreon or email us at shadowpodcast@protonmail.com. All right, folks, it's time for that wonderful mailbag segment. So where's that button? Here we go.
It's time for the Shadow Frequency mailbag.
First up, we've got an email from Sarah in Ohio. I think we've heard from her before, maybe. It says, "Hey, Matt and Juniper, I've been hooked on the Shadow Frequency since your Black-Eyed Children episode. Those creepy little visitors haunt my dreams. Your storytelling gave me goosebumps for days. Keep the spooky vibes coming." Well, thanks, Sarah. That episode still freaks me out a little bit, too. Then we've got Jake from Nevada. He says, Matt, Juniper, your Las Vegas Aliens episode was wild. I live near Area 51 and Hearing you break down those backyard sightings made me double-check my locks. You guys are the best. Never stop exploring the weird. Love the enthusiasm, Jake. Glad we could fuel your paranoia a little. All right, let's get back to Matt for the rest of tonight's eerie tale. In 3, 2, 1...
Welcome back, Shadow Seekers. We're standing once again on the windswept cliffs of the Flannan Isles, where 3 lighthouse keepers vanished into thin air in December 1900. The official report called it an accident. Maybe a wave, maybe a fall. But the details don't add up. Let's dive into the shadows that linger here. The lighthouse itself seemed to hold secrets. Investigators found oilskins, rain gear, still hanging by the door, as if the men stepped outside unprepared. But why? One theory points to madness. Isolation can break a mind, and some say the keepers turned on each other in a frenzy. Yet there was no blood, no struggle, just that overturned chair. Then there's the logbook, those strange entries about a storm that never happened. Were they seeing things? Hearing voices in the gale? Locals spoke of older tales of the Flannan Isles as a cursed place, a thin spot where the veil between worlds frays. Fishermen swore they saw lights flickering long after the keepers were gone, like the island itself was calling out. And here's the kicker. Years later, keepers stationed there reported hearing footsteps in empty rooms, whispers in the dark. One man claimed he saw 3 shadows standing at the cliff's edge, watching him through the mist. Was it a trick of the mind? Or did something claim those men? Something that still lingers, waiting. The Flannan Isles Lighthouse stands silent now, automated, its secrets locked in the stone. But as the waves crash and the wind howls, you can't shake the feeling that whatever took them, it's still out there. Juniper, over to you for the sign-off.
And that's it for tonight's dive into the shadows. Matt's left us with plenty to ponder about the Flannan Isles. Did the sea swallow those keepers, or did something far stranger pull them away? Thanks for tuning in to the Shadow Frequency. Until next time, keep your eyes on the dark corners and your ears tuned to the unknown. Good night, Shadow Seekers.